Listen, I wasn't planning on saying anything here, but Wally and the rest of them beat me into it, so I'll not stand here and waffle for a whole long time. It's excellent to see everybody out here again today. What I would just encourage everybody, we need to keep East peaceful. You know why? Because see, when we keep East peaceful and the police weigh it in and we get attacked on the way back and whatever's been happening over the last couple of weeks, more people will come out to support us, because they then see that all we are is peaceful, democratic British citizens looking for our rights to peacefully protest. See the way to move forward? We're going to start challenging Sinn Féin. Sinn Féin's had it all their own way for 10 years. They're used to dealing with the DUP, they're not used to dealing with us. See the way to fight this and see the way to win? It's through politics, it's community activism. You know what we need? We need everybody to use their talents and do what they're good at to help create basically an army of community people that can move our community forward. The next election, we will change this. See, until it comes to the next election, believe you me, Sinn Féin may think they've had an easy ride for 10 years. Sorry lads, it's all over. Ulster's back. See, unionism. They want unionism to unite, the DUP want us all to sit together, that's fine. See, if they want that, the people are willing to open up arms, but you know what? They're going to have to come and lead the people. It's very easy to sit up in a big house in Dundonald, to sit up at Stormont and come out and condemn people. See, leaders lead from a very front. See, when the women's getting beat off the streets, see the leaders in this community, the leaders are standing with the women. They're not sitting in a big house having tea and buns. In terms of where we're going from here, the Ulster Peoples Forum will be having a meeting in the next 7 days. Everybody from local communities will be invited to have their voices heard. Where we go from that will be up to the people. The protests belong to people. They don't belong to me. They don't belong to Willie. These protests were started by you. They were kept going by you. And we didn't tell you something. Nobody will be taking them off you. And see if Sinn Féin and everybody else think for 1 minute that we forgot about that there. I don't think so, because I'll just end by saying this. I promise every single one of you, see by the time this next election, whenever it will be, but someday in our lifetime, that flag's going to fly again. Can I just end saying one more thing? I'm going to pass over to Willie here. There's dark forces at work that want to divide loyalism and divide unionism. Do not listen to them. See the Sunday World last week? Absolutely amazing. The biggest load of nonsense. See what they said happened? It never happened. That's exactly what it is. But you know how to deal with them people? You know the best way to deal with the Sunday World? Just don't buy it. Just leave it sitting on the shelves. See everything they say? It's a load of lies. You might be surprised. Willie Frazer is welcome all over Ulster. What they said happened last week, it didn't happen. Willie's here today to address the crowd. No surrender. Thank you.
Folks, we want to keep this peaceful. We want to keep this peaceful, and we will keep it peaceful. But Maskey made it clear, if you are attacked, you have the right to defend yourself. So please do not attack us. Cease. Call your dogs off, Maskey, and stop them from barking at us. Because you tell us you want to live with us, but you can't accept 5 minutes of us expressing our culture. Shame on you. And shame on the people who sit with you and give you the avenue to demonise our people. Because we are no longer going to sit back and leave it in your hands. I was told, well, it was a storm the other day, unfortunately I had to go up to it for a few minutes, not to talk to it. I was told by a senior member of the DUP that they'll get me. They'll get me.
Shame on them.
I said, well, we get in line because I have been telling me that for 30 years. Listen, folks, But the reason it hasn't met is because there's so many people around the country. They may not be standing here at the minute, but they're 110% behind us, and they're forming within their own communities. We're going to meetings that people are representing, protesters, victims groups, community groups, and there's over 100 people at them meetings in the countryside. And we will not be browbeat or intimidated. And I was asked the police, whoever's in charge of the police, because Matt Baggett, you are not in charge of the police. I don't know if it's Martin McGuinness or Jerry Kelly, Jamie's newfound friend.
What is Matt?
Matt Baggett apologised to the people of the Strand. Why did he not apologise to the people of East Belfast? Why does he not apologise to the people in South Armagh who are being intimidated and threatened on a regular basis, or in County Londonderry or in Mid-Ulster? When are you going to apologise to them people for not giving them the peace and the security that you promised us? You can apologise.
Someone's mate, sir, he's a Celtic fan.
Oh, if he's a Celtic fan, that says it all. We've all got our problems. At the end of the day, Mr. Baggett, we are the people who built this country.
That's right.
Gerry Adams and Martin McGuinness are the people who tried to destroy it. So please do not tell us that we're out to destroy this country. We paid a heavy price to build this country. We paid it in blood. We paid it in limbs. We paid it in our jobs and our businesses. So please do not tell us that we are the enemy. Martin McGuinness has made it clear he does not want Northern Ireland to work. Now, if you don't want something to work, how can you be trusted to run multi-million-pound businesses and the economy, the environment? They're destroying Northern Ireland. Peter, waking up. And if you don't wake up, the DUP need to get rid of you. Listen, folks, we're going to go back to East Belfast here. Let's show them, and we will. People have made arrangements here and tried to accommodate what has taken place, because we want to show who the aggressors are. But be under no doubt, nobody is selling anything out here, because nobody will make a decision until you make that decision. I can't make it, Jamie can't make it, or anybody else can't make it for you. You will make the decision, and it will be put to the people, for the people, by the people, nobody else. We're no longer going to be used as cannon fodder for political parties or terrorists. No longer will we sit back. They now say they're going to arrest people. Well, arrest Martin McGuinness. I have a photograph of him firing a Luger pistol. Go and arrest him for it. Don't arrest somebody for walking down the street while you've got a terrorist sitting in our government. And if you don't know how to find him, well, give me a shout and I'll show you where he is. Listen, folk, you've been glad I'm not going to ramble on any longer here. But the forum, please work with us. Give us time. We are building it. But it's taking a lot longer than we thought. We didn't expect the response we're getting around the countryside. And I can believe me, folks, there is hundreds, indeed probably thousands of people who believe what you believe. So you're not standing here on your own. Ulster is standing with us, and we will not be defeated. So,
Ulster's not for sale.
whenever we're ready here, let's get the people back to East Belfast. Sorry, we're not going to 2:10, so if anybody wants to go get a chip.
Jerry Kelly and Bad. Don't be eating horse beef burgers.
Right. If I could just finish this, folks. Ulster is not for sale, folks. No surrender.
There's people over here from Scotland today, and from England, and even from Wales. On behalf of the people of Northern Ireland, and as a Scotsman, I'd like to thank the people from the mainland who came here. Big well done to every single one of you. Thank you. Just to finish up, just to finish up, you know, I think one day we need to take this crowd to this guy's house. If Mohammed won't come to the mountain, well, the mountain might have to come to Mohammed. But there's a protest on right this very minute as we're here. We have brothers and sisters in Manchester. I was over last week organising that, so I couldn't be with you. But my wife and children were there. And some of them were injured because the police, the PSNI, forced a peaceful protest up by the Strand. Now, you know, let's be honest here. If you were a resident of the Strand, you wouldn't be too chuffed to see us trundling by your front window. So let's be honest. But who done that? Who caused that? Who made that decision? There was somebody high up in office because they're desperate to turn this into a sectarian conflict. Well, we're nowhere in it. The years of people like the DUP banging the drum and whipping us into a sectarian frenzy is over. We know who the enemy is in this fight. Our sights are fixed on them. We will not be took down the road we went 30 years ago. Half of our generation spent time in jail because the politicians made the balls and we fired them. Those days are over. We've learned our lesson. We are against all of these politicians. You're either for us or you're against us, but you're never going to use the people of Ulster again. No surrender. God bless you.
All stand together, stand with all your heart. When we all stand together, we can never be torn apart. And we'll fly the flag to Britain, forever may she be. When we all stand together, we forever shall be free. All stand together, stand with all your heart. When we all stand together, we can never be torn apart. And we'll fly the flag to Britain, forever may she be. When we all stand together, we forever shall be free. When we all stand together, we forever shall be free.